Deep Dive with David Stendahl, where we trade without ego, no emotion, no greed, and no opinion. Before we begin tonight's video blog, please read over our trading disclaimer and remember to trade smart and accept the reality that trading futures is risky. This presentation does not provide buy-sell recommendations, and our information is strictly provided for educational purposes only. As always, trade at your own risk and analysis. Hey there, it's David Stendahl with tonight's Deep Dive. It is March 5th, 2019. We're going to look at the Canadian dollar here today. The ETF is FXC. Now, what's taking place here is that the trends are mixed, and you can see short-term down, mid-term up, and the ambiguity here when it comes to the long-term. So we've got this little asterisk here, which represents the fact that there's a mixed trend. Now, the other thing that's taking place here is the technicals are pointing to the upside, but I suspect that that's going to reverse course here when we take a look at the market. And if you scroll all the way to the right here, the tight support resistance, that's the emphasis that we're going to be looking at here tonight. That's what's, I think, going to really make the point here. So here is daily charts for Canadian dollar. This is the futures, not FX. This yellow line represents the 50-day moving average, and you can see with today's action that we broke below that on a closing bar basis. More importantly, if you look back, you've got a number of support and resistance levels, these blue cyan colored lines. The 50 represents just how strong it is. So this one being much more strong than is this 13 or this 27. So what we're looking at with this tight support resistance level that I was referring to, the fact that we broke below this level right through here, if I just do my crosshairs and go all the way across here to the right, you'll see that we are below that, and that 50-day moving average is essentially where this 50 was right through here for that support level. The fact that we broke below that, there's not a lot that's showing up beneath that. You know, here's the next major support level way down here. This little one right here is really quite weak, and that's the one that we're really going to be looking at here, because if this one breaks, basically we're at 749 right now. I'm just going to show this to you, that if we come back to the website and we look at our targets, specifically for Canadian dollar, this was the previous day's close, and we're looking at 749 as being a support level. There is nothing below this that is showing up right now. The reason for that is that whenever we have a closing bar, and we'll update this evening, we only go 3 ATRs above and 3 ATRs below. And that's just a measure of volatility for the individual market. So the fact is that there's nothing that's showing up here at the bottom right now, and the reason for that is that if you look at this, this is a fairly substantial fall, more than 3 ATRs. So this level right down here at 73.36, that is the level where the market theoretically could be heading to. It better reverse here very quickly. If it doesn't, then I would suspect that we're going to have a fairly good size sell-off. We recently had a wave high that triggered, and it's looking to the negative. We're in basically a consolidation here. It just popped out with today's action, where the green line crossed back above the yellow line, and whenever we have the green line below, that simply means that the market's in a consolidation. Well, it doesn't take a genius to look back here at these daily bars. You can see the consolidation. So that consolidation with the breakdown of that major support level right over there leads me to believe that the market really wants to sell off here. So if we take a look back here at the website, I'm just going to point out two things here. If we look at where the systems are right now, they are short. They don't have a big profit, but they are short the market in anticipation that the market's going to sell off a little bit further. Same with Australian dollar. We're long the dollar index. We've got a nice open position here in the euro. But with the Canadian dollar, we do have two separate systems that are short, and we'll see us run out the market's actually able to sell off the way I'm just sort of describing. Now, we also have the depth gauge, and I just want to point this out. You can see that it's been basing here, this with the Canadian dollar, at least according to the depth gauge itself, where there's been a little bit of ambiguity, a little bit of pops to the market. The current condition is neutral, so this is a longer term indicator. Point being, that it would not surprise me that that breakdown of those support levels and going to that lower level I was talking about, that it would still be a continuation of this long basing to the market. And I don't think that's going to have a major influence on things, but it will just simply make it a little more pronounced and take a little bit longer if this base is really going to turn into something. So right now it's neutral, and it would not really take too much effort for it to go negative once again. So that being the case, watch Canadian dollar, watch the systems, and see as whether or not the market is able to really sell off here, and you might very well see some more systems trigger. And the target again for where the market could be headed would be this lower level here at 73.36. This again for the futures contracts. If we do not really pick up steam tomorrow, then just simply watch. The easiest thing to do is just simply watch the 50-day moving average. You're going to need a close back above that 50-day moving average, which will correspond with this major resistance level, that it's going to have to cross back above that in order for the market to have any type of safety. And you'll simply have to watch those bigger levels and perhaps take advantage of the short position that the systems have in place right now. So with that, thanks for watching, and we will take a look at another market tomorrow. Bye-bye.